I love using hand-cut stencils in my gel printing, so today I wanted to show you how I make mine. I do use any kind of plastic I can find, but usually my favorite is the file folder tabs that you get in the office supply store. And I use Sharpies to draw the design and an X-Acto to cut it. So I'm first going to start with just a freehand design. Now that I've got the design, I'm going to cut it out with the X-Acto. I'm going to not follow the lines exactly. I'm going to leave a little bit of a space, so like a clearance, on either side of the line. This one I'm going to cut a little thicker design than normal. I might hug the line a little tighter if I want a finer line on my stencil. I find it's easier to cut out these inside parts first, because if I cut out the bigger parts or the outside part first, I'm going to have a lot flimsier plastic to work with because there'll be less of it. So I work my way from the inside out, the smaller sections to the larger sections, and so on. Most of the time you'll see that I'm moving the plastic rather than my knife. That's to help prevent it from breaking in the mat. And it's a little easier to just move my plastic and twirl it and twist it and kind of feed it through to the knife. And now I have my stencil and a few extra little pieces that I can use as well on my plates if I decide. Now I'm going to make another design that came to my mind last night as I was laying in bed. I kind of doodled it on my phone first so that I would remember it for today. Again, I'm sketching it out with the Sharpie. It's kind of fun because that Sharpie, if you lay that on the press itself, it will transfer onto the plate and be included in your design, at least for a little while. If you don't want that to happen, then use the other side. I always cut away the excess. I'm going to use those smaller pieces for smaller stencils or masks. On this one you can see that I did break away from the working from the inside out, and that's because I felt like I needed to see the final shape of my outline before I cut these little inside parts out. And they're just little parts, and they're not really going to be following a specific line. So I figured it would be okay, and they're small enough that it's stable enough that it did not affect my cutting. I'm just cutting a half circle out of each of these circles, alternating which side along this whole line. And now that's the final little half circle. That was a little tedious, but it's good payoff because this is going to last me forever. And I like the kind of biomorphic nature, the more natural flow, and the fact that it's hand cut. Now I'm going to try them out. I'm using my neon colors, which I really love to at least incorporate one neon color in almost all my prints lately. I'm running out of this brand. I might have to order more. I also like that the neon colors are transparent, and so when layering, we'll get some different color effects. Let's see how this stencil came out. Ooh, fun! I like it. And now the ghost print. Ooh, I like it. The stencil had enough paint on it too. I probably could have used that as well if I, had enough space and forethought. I do see there's some outline still left. This is normally my clean off stage, but I kind of liked how it turned out, so I'm going to show you anyway. See? All right, we got to try that other one. I spent enough time on it. See, I told you I was running out. I'm just testing these out, so I'm not really caring about where they're falling on the plate. Ooh, wow. I like it. And the ghost print? Now I want to see how they play together. There we go. I didn't necessarily intend for these to be used together, but all my stencils can be used together, right? They're just all fun. Putting the ghost prints together. Ooh, bright and warm colors. Let's add another ghost print to this one. Okay then. Thank you.